On this episode, we're going to take a look at a new to me Scale Trains locomotive. So let's get inside. Howdy train fans, welcome back to the Chattanooga Southern Railroad. Another, ta-da, new to me locomotive. This is Scale Trains EMD SD45. I bought this secondhand, so can't claim it as new, right? But thought I would do this unboxing and share this with you. I do have another SD45, which I mentioned in a previous video, in which I'm going to be putting in. I bought that one without DCC and sound. I do have the speaker and decoder from Scale Trains ready to go in that one, but this one will give me a sister to that one. So let's open this thing up and see what we got. I've been waiting for my new phone stand, which you now have the benefit of seeing a top-down view of this. Nice owner's manual, got all the information you could need. I highly recommend you read this so that you understand what the capabilities of your Scale Trains locomotive are, because I have learned a little bit about the Scale Trains, even though they're pretty well intuitive. If you've had other Scale Trains and or DCC locomotives, I highly recommend you read that. This one, the original owner did a programming modification to it. So this is SD45 3125. I'm going to go put this off to the side here. And as usual, Scale Trains boxes these things up quite nicely with the plastic sleeves and whatnot. We've got in the bag here looks like some extra steps for it, so we're going to keep those in the baggie. These are always in a clamshell, plastic clamshell. So I'm going to open this up like so. Whoa, just pull the DCC cover off of it. How do you like that? It's always got something. Oh, yeah, it looks like we got a drop step that has fallen off. That's a disappointment. I should be able to fix that though pretty easily. It looks like it's on the rear of it. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, well, the joys of buying something used. At least it still has all the original packaging to it. And so we'll take this foam stuff out here. And all Scale Trains have these truck holders, and you just pop those right on off like so. Let's see if I can get this one off. That one's on there. Whew. Okay, as usual, all the detail on this is quite incredible. Scale Trains, all the sight glasses, the filler place for the fuel tank, the detail along these trucks with the brake valving, the labeling, the clear forward. Southern always ran their locomotives long hood forward. As we move around to the front here, you can see that distinctive wedge on the nose. So this is the front of the locomotive. All the brake air lines and MU connectors, the MU connector port, the drop step here is on. I got to fix that other one. It does have the Scale Trains typical coupler. I am going to change those out to number 5 type or the 148s, because that's what I'm running on everything. I find that these don't necessarily mate up really well with that. Flipping this around to the other side, nice windows that open and close, so you can move those if you didn't know that. All the wiper details, again, sight glasses on the right side of the locomotive. Warning, all the detail of all the doors and the hinges and the latching and all that stuff is just really, really fantastic here. All the sand piping, I mean, this is just really, really fantastic detail for these locomotives, and it's one of the reasons I bought another one. This is the rear end of the train. Again, you can see those nice wiper blades on the windows, and you'll notice that they're in two different positions, which I think is a really fantastic detail. So you got one that's off to the side and one that's kind of stuck in the middle there. So, you know, really attention to detail on these locomotives. The drop step here is broken, so I'll have to fix that. Looks like it just might pop right back in again. I might get lucky there. So anyway, in whole, so one of the things that this owner did was he replaced this horn with the Nathan, I think it's the MP5 horn, and so you'll see that on the top. I don't see the firecracker antenna. It looks like it used to be right here and got broken off, so gonna have to replace that. Inside, so if you haven't had a scale trains, you can pop this section of the hood off, and that gives you access to that decoder, and so you can see it right there. There are some dip switches. If you read the manual, hint hint, there are some dip switches. So if you buy one of these without that decoder in it, those dip switches need to be switched on to add that decoder, so that it runs with the decoder and takes full advantage of both the sound and the lighting capability within this locomotive. So there we go. What a beautiful locomotive. I really am happy to have this one and its soon to be sister, and I'll do that in another upcoming video. So here we are up at the layout, and you'll see in the background here I've got my two Athearn SD45s. They're really nice locomotives as well, don't get me wrong, but they are not the scale trains type of locomotive. So let's see if this thing can fire up here. There's a headlight, some marker lights. You can flip through between the colors. We'll leave it on white. Your bell. Sounds really good. How about the horn? Nice horn. Alright, let's give it a little bit of juice. There's a 1. That's 2. Crawls just like every other scale train locomotive. Change direction. Obviously, I need to clean some track there. But in general, that's really good for a 5-step crawl. All right, and there we go. So there's a demo of the locomotive. So there you go, my new scale trains, well, new to me, SD45. Really excited to have that as part of the fleet. Looking forward to getting it connected up with some of the other scale train locomotives and do some lash ups with it. Also looking forward to getting those other two that I've got the decoders and speakers for, to get those installed. So look for those coming down the pike here. So with that, hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving Day weekend, and we'll see you all down the tracks. Bye.